Also delays on the M5 northbound at the M6 at junction 8. Look at the weather for the West Midlands. Cloudier this evening, but becoming clearer overnight. Dry with a low of 0. For an update anytime, you can ask your smart speaker to play BBC News for the West Midlands.
BBC Radio WM. The Legends. Football phone-in. Here we go. Your chance to chat to your heroes of West Midlands football. Here we go. Legends. Football phone-in.
Here we go indeed. It is time for you to have your say on West Midlands football. Where we start is up to you. You have to, though, do one thing. That's pick up the phone and call 08081 009956. Here are a few thoughts, though, in no particular order. Villa up to 4th in the Premier League thanks to Magic Morgan. He's found his groove again, hasn't he? And so have Unai Emery's team, but they have to balance it with the Europa League, and it is back this week, of course. We will look back at Leeds and ahead to the clash with Young Boys this Thursday. As for Rob Edwards, he was unable to get off to a winning start with Wolves on Saturday. Were there any positives from the game against Palace, though? Any crumbs of comfort? I know it's hard, Wolves fans, but if there were any, give us a call and tell us. Birmingham City, they put in another awesome, foursome performance at St Andrews, scoring 4 goals in 3 home games in a row for the first time since 1958. Have the summer signings finally bedded in, Blues fans? And are you starting to come good at a key point in the season? Of course, next up, it's the derby at the Hawthorns against Albion, who were going so well. It was going so well against the league leaders Coventry on Saturday. 2-1 up at half-time, but Jason Mullenby's red card turned the game on his head as he lost his head. And a lot of fans were also baffled by Ryan Mason's decision to take off Mikey Johnston at the break for tactical reasons. Your thoughts, Baggies fans? And Walsall back on top of League 2 after that win at Harrogate. So Sadler's fans, the floor is yours to talk about that. This is the football phone-in with the Legends on BBC Radio WM. And the lines are, well, they're already open. Right now, give us a call.
The Legends Football phone-in. BBC Radio WM. The Legends.
Yes, good evening. My name is Steve Herman, and you can call us on 08081 009956. You can text 81333 or WhatsApp 0800321 333. Start your message with WM. When I say us, that is me and also the former Aston Villa and Albion and also Coventry City, although we don't want him to talk about the Sky Blues. Gary Thompson, good evening.
How you doing, Mr. H? You right?
I'm good, yes. I mean, I did mention that those sort of 3 allegiances among many that you had in your career. It was the Gary Thompson derby on Saturday. We'll talk about that. But very quickly, you were obviously at Ellen Road yesterday, where I called him Magic Morgan. I mean, that free kick was certainly magical.
The free kick was superb. The first goal was absolutely magnificent. Proper centre-forward play. Got across his centre-half, and the merest of touches to end up with a goal. But even through the bad spell, he didn't shy away from the ball. He wanted to get on the ball. He risked losing the ball a lot of times, and he did lose the ball a lot of times. But he was always... He's played for 18 months solid, so he's always going to have a bit of a dip, but he's definitely back now.
Well, we do want to hear from you, Villa fans, and if you want to hear the goals from yesterday, all you need to do is ask. Call us 08081 009956. I've got the Blues goals as well, and the Walsall goals. Victories for all 3 of those sides over the weekend. I'm pretty sure Wolves and Albion fans don't want to hear the goals from their games, but we do still want to hear from you. And first up, let's go to the lines and speak to Aaron, who's an Albion fan from the In Pastures Green podcast as well. Evening, Aaron.
Evening, Steve. How are you?
I'm good. I am good in the sense that there were positives to take from the weekend, but it all came crashing down in the second half, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, there were positives. I mean, Johnson and Hegabo, I think they formed quite a neat partnership. I think they showed that in the first half. So God knows why Mason decided to bring him off at half-time. But yeah, like you say, the red card sort of just made us crumble. And after that, I think it was all Coventry. It was going to be that way anyway.
Yeah, Tomo, clearly the sending off of Jason Malumbi was the turning point in the game.
Yeah, and it was quite innocuous, as you were saying. We were talking about it earlier. I mean, an innocuous challenge. He's grabbed hold of him, pulled his shirt. He's given away a free kick. He's already been booked. So, therefore, you're treading on thin ice, as it were. So it was a silly thing to do. And you know the tide was going to come on. You're 2-0 up, then you're 2-1 up against Coventry. You know they're going to come at you. And so you just got to be careful.
Where do you stand on Jason Malumbi, Aaron? Because I think, me and Bomber were having, I don't mind saying this, it was an off-air conversation, but at half-time, me and Bomber were talking about it, amongst other press colleagues, saying that we could see at half-time that Jason Malumbi could well get sent off and get a second yellow. The first one, recklessly barging into their player. I mean, it was kind of funny at the time, but then less funny was pulling a player back on the halfway line to get a second yellow. Where do you stand on Jason Malumbi? Is it just you have to accept it because that's what he's about sometimes?